Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Gen X Fusion here, giving another live stream. Uh, Saturday night. We'll be playing Monster Hunter Wilds tonight. Wanted to welcome you all. Thank you for coming out and joining me and watching the live stream this evening. We'll get housekeeping out of the way and then we'll just get started and everything. I do live streams every Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific United States time. And if you like the content that I make, I'd like to invite you to join my community and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you get the opportunity, like the video, so that it can get more possibilities in terms of getting into YouTube's algorithm and everything. But it's okay whether you if you don't. I'm not going to worry about it and everything. So why do I do these live streams? I do these live streams because I like doing gameplay. And I also like giving my viewers and my community a safe place to be able to uh, watch some gameplay, have some fun, and just be able to enjoy the company that you all give each other. And so with that, um, sometimes even though that this is an adult channel in terms of um, I have mostly adults coming on and watching and everything and interacting with each other. Sometimes I also have uh, the people who are younger than adults that are basically minors. So please make sure that everybody in here is a good example for our younger community and make sure that you keep everything positive because I do not want any toxic conversation occurring as we're playing. We only encourage each other here. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Nylena. It's good to see you. Glad that you could come out and everything. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing some Monster Hunter Wilds, but I'm going to be doing something a little bit different tonight. Now, usually what I do is I'll go in and I will select a hunt of some sort right over here. And usually, most of the time, when I go to Alma, I'll select a hunt. I'll go into either SOS flares and select a hunt from there and join random hunters on their stuff. And then there is another area that I could go into. It's called the investigations, and I could do like these investigations and have randoms join me. And these are hunts that I would host. But one of the things that I think I've noticed that I think I'd like to show you viewers is just I guess you can say just the immersiveness of the world of Monster Hunter. So what happens is a lot of times you just choose these hunts and then we just take off. We jump on our, our little birds, that you want to call them, our transportation, and we just start running through everything, just trying to get to where the monster is, and then we do the hunt um, against the monster. And we totally sometimes can miss the environment. So what I wanted to do is I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's called it's called expedition type investigations. And what we do here is the same kind of thing, except I'm choosing the investigation directly from the map. And once I choose the monster that I want to hunt, I'll go ahead and send an SOS flare to have other randoms join me if they want to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time going there because I want you all to be able to see the environment and just see how just pretty the game is. It's a beautiful environment and everything. And a lot of times I think we just take it for granted because we're running through it and everything. So let's go ahead and let's take a look. This is the map itself. And these are all the monsters there are monsters here. So I got a tempered Rey Dau over here. So that's one monster. And looking around to see if there's anything else. Looks like there's a Rey Dau. Looks like there is right over here. We have a Quematrice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the Quematrice right now and kind of just make it easy. Do something a little bit easier. It's a 5-star. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create the quest right here. And then I'm going to immediately begin the field survey because that's what this is. It's a field survey. And then I'm going to go ahead and depart. There we go. The hunt has begun. So I got 35 minutes. So before I do anything, let me buff myself. Like so. There we go. And get my Parashroom in the way. All right. And then go over here and buff myself with Nitro Shroom. All right. We are ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my little guy over here. And instead of running through just really fast, we're going to take our time. We're going to try to take it a little bit slow just so that you can all see this. Like, look at this. That off in the distance over there, that big arching thing, we do eventually end up over there in that area. So for the most part, this area is like, as long as there's a path for us to travel on, there's all different types of areas to be able to look around and see. I mean, you take a look at, this is a storm. This is an electrical storm. Look at all that lightning and everything out there. Everywhere. It's like everything. It's like those poles are conducting the lightning and everything. Usually when it's daylight, this place is very clear, but because of this storm, you could say it's really hazardous and all. But this is basically, these are the plains, but this is also kind of like a desert. So right here, you can see the sand, you can see, certain parts of the wildlife and everything. I can grab these different things and see, I don't even take the opportunity to grab these things when I'm going after the monster. So that's why I think it's very important that we just kind of walk it and so that you all can check it out. Look at all this lightning. Look at that. Wow. Okay, the lightning just scared my bird here. We're moving a little faster, but that's okay. So right over here, see, it transitions. Back there was trees, a little bit of brush and everything. But then as we get close over here, now we're approaching dunes, rock walls and everything. Let's slow it down. I know you're scared. There's my monster right there. Okay, so let me go ahead and do an SOS flare. There we go. There we are. All right, where'd you go? Let's go after him. All right, we're going after him now. Huh, there he goes. He's just kind of chilling, huh? All right. All right, first thing we're going to do is a power coating just to draw his attention. Now, even the way the hunt ends on here, once we defeat it, is different. I'll share with you all in a quick moment. Whew. Man, I haven't hunted a Quematrice in quite a while, but it is a flame element monster. The flames basically come out of it's like in its tail, where it's, I guess you could say, just kind of conducts flames, like it causes sparks and ignites or something. That's what I think it does. Let's get out of the way. We got people coming. No, dude, you're not going to hit us. I know, it's a cross between a rooster and something else. Oh, we got another monster over here. Look at this. Running up the dunes, man. See, I think a lot of times we just take this environment for granted. I mean, fighting and hunting in these areas can be a challenge and everything. All right. Looks like one of my support characters or NPCs showed up. There we go. Okay. Let's move. Okay, we're gonna switch up here, switch my bow up and everything. Hi, Nylena. How's everything going? I hope things are going well. And to the other viewers that have just showed up, welcome to the live stream. Glad that you could come out and join me tonight. Whoa, move out of the way. I don't think I expect that many random players to join me on these hunts, because most of the time they're looking for really, really high level monsters to hunt. And the Quematrice is not really a high level monster. There we go, he's paralyzed. There we go. Look at it. The sunlight just came out. Isn't that awesome? And the storm is now gone. Once we're done with this hunt, we can take a look at this stuff. Look at this. Yeah, we're in the plains now. We've left the desert area where all the sand dunes are, and we're now in the plains. All right, switch up to poison coating here. See if we can poison him since we already paralyzed him earlier. There we go. Okay, switch up. Keep poisoning him until he's poisoned. Yes, until he's poisoned. All right, there we go. Weak spot, weak spot. All right. Okay, he's poisoned. How do I know? Because see those number 15s that are shooting up on the screen? That means that he's taking 15 points of damage worth of poison. So now that he's poisoned, I'm going to switch over to sleep. My sleep coat, and see if I can put him to sleep next. Ooh, nice. That blew up right in his face. In the face! What's new, Nylena? How's everything going out there? Are you all out of school yet? For the Thanksgiving holidays? Okay, now the monster's going to sleep. There we go. Good night. Sleep tight. Look how quiet it is out here. Okay, let's switch up to the blast coating. All right, there we go. Time to wake him up. Perfect. Okay. Switch to the blast coating. Oh, he's weak, man. Yeah, he's about to go down already. Let's see where he's running off to. Just pursue him. Well, he's really running. Okay, let's go. We'll just go after him. Yeah, I don't expect random players to join me this time with these type of hunts. If they do, that's awesome. But I'm not expecting it. Hello, big guy. Oh, he just ran over me. Meaty. Back this way. Move! Ah, I knew he was coming, and oh well, okay. Let's stop burning ourselves here. Oof! Ugh. There we go. He's down. Perfect. Okay, so now he's down. Now we could take a look at this area and everything. Kind of want to take you all sightseeing. Like, you all have seen, you know, me hunting monsters and everything, but I don't think that you've seen me just really sightsee the place and take you to places that maybe we don't see very often or that we just run by. There we go. Let's go ahead and end the quest there. Perfect. See, when I'm doing an expedition tour, it's very easy just to end the quest like this, and then this is where I get my rewards, as opposed to getting taken back to camp or taken back to the guild hub. You can just keep going and just keep hunting, and it just shows your experience. You get your experience this way. So let's take a look at this. Look at this, folks. Beautiful. This is the land. These are the plains and everything. This is where we do a lot of our hunts against like Arkveld. We do hunts against mostly Arkveld. There's more Quematrices out there. Gypceros is usually out here. But this is a wonderful looking area. Look at this. We got a river here. Usually I'm just running through it and everything. But you can see the river, it's teeming with wildlife. You know, we got these monsters here who are docile. Then you got these monsters right over here. They're not docile. They will attack you. and everything. But you got this little river here that you can run through, and there are different things like you can run over here, and there are things that you can gather. Like right here, I could pick up that stone and use it for something. Then over here, you know, see these bushes right here? Check this out. These bushes, and this is something that you don't even get to see much in the game. These bushes right here, if things get a little too hairy, all I have to do is hide. I can hide in them, and then I'll stay out of the sight of the monster. The monster may not catch me or may not be able to find me when I'm out of sight like this. And it gives me an opportunity to heal myself or to buff myself and different things like that. It's just that I never get a chance to really do it because I'm always hunting with friends and different things like that. And so these little items right here, these little small things, small features, you don't really get to catch when you're just playing and running around hunting the monsters. This right here is a vine trap. I think people have seen this before, but once I hit this, if I activate it and pull down on it, it'll drop to the ground, or if the monster is under it, it will drop on them and it'll act like a net and entangle them. Amazing. Here we go. These are more docile monsters right here with birds and everything on it. Now, these are the female of the species. And then this right here is the alpha male of this group. And then right here, as you can see, we're running through the fields and everything. Check this out. I mean, it's just intense. Here are more monsters, more docile type. They're not docile, but here are more monsters here. There are things to gather up in this area right here. So you can grab that. See? Oof, look at that. This is what I was talking about. See the monsters, these little monsters now are attacking me. I mean, they have a lot of nerve, but see, if they attack me, I can fight back as well. And I'm definitely going to fight back. They don't take that much points to damage, but they can damage you, as you can see. So I do have to heal myself. There, he's down. And then after that, I can also gather from them. I can gather from their carcass as well. And then I get materials and everything. And these materials are used for different things. But see, you don't really get to see this. You viewers don't get to see that this much in the game because the main thing that we're doing is we're hunting all these big monsters. So let me take you to an area that I know that you've never been to before because we hardly ever end up over here. So we could cross the river here. Looks like there's a waterfall and some rapids over there that we can't go through. Very rarely do the monsters hang out over here. But there is a Quematrice right there, as you can see. This right here, in this section, this is a camping spot. You could set up a sub-camp right here and everything. Now, the interesting part about being at this sub-camp is that it's exposed, and so it's not necessarily a secure area. The monster could discover it, and then it could end up destroying it. So what are the purpose of sub-camps? Well, sub-camps are planted all over the place here, and if you set one up all over the map, there are various locations that you can set up a sub-camp. Then what you can do is you can fast travel to each sub-camp. If a monster happens to be lingering near one of your sub-camps or not far from it, then you can fast travel over to that sub-camp to intercept the monster. Here's an area right here that nobody ever goes into. And what this area is, I mean, it's really intense looking.
What do you think we'll find?
The only thing that we do over here is that we just harvest stuff. There's bone piles here and everything for us to harvest into. But I kind of feel disappointed because it almost feels like it's just a waste of a beautiful environment. You can gather stuff over here. Ooh, this is monster poo-poo. We don't want to gather that. No poo-poo gathering here. This is another bone pile from a carcass of sorts. Gather some more. Let's see who we got. Oh, hey, Emmy Lou, it's good to see you. Hi, Tira. How's it going? And then, who's this? If Rathalos is sculling, it will sleep there. Oh, okay, yeah. If a Rathalos is over here, this is a place that the Rathalos will sleep. All the monsters have their own little base places to sleep at. Hi, Itchy. Hi, Itchy Bear. How's it going? It's good to see you. Thank you all for coming out and joining me. I'm just taking people out on a sightseeing tour of the areas right now. So let me go ahead and let's check to see about another area. Let me check to see if there's any other monsters in another area that we'd like to check out. So let's see. We are over here in this area right here, and I want to go to an area over here, but let's see if there's a monster. Are there any monsters out there? Um, like one of the places that I know that we like to go to is the Oasis. So but we've always gone to the Oasis. That's the only thing. So let's go to a place that we rarely go to, just so that you all could see. So I'm going to see this camp right here. This is one of my favorite spots. It's called the Mineral Cave. So I'm going to mark that, and I'm going to hop on my little my little secret, and we're going to head out there. But we're going to enjoy the sight as we go. Tira, I know you can appreciate this, just appreciating the view and appreciating the scenery. Also, I think Emmy Lou can also appreciate the scenery. A lot of times when we hunt, we just kind of pass it by because we're so focused on hunting and everything. There's some vitality right there that you can grab just by pressing B, and then what that will do is it'll replenish your health and your stamina. Yep.
I'll transfer the materials I've gathered into your field.
So we'll pick up the pace just a hair. Tira, yeah, Wilds is really pretty. Yes, it is. It's really pretty, Tira. And I hope you get a chance to be able to get a chance to play it, you know, at some point. Man, I wish it would get announced for Switch 2. I would really love for it to come out on Switch 2. So here we go. We're going to leap up here and take this area. This is probably going to take me straight through the base camp because where I'm trying to take you all is in these rocky crevices and everything. There we go. And the only time I've ever explored or gone through here is when we were hunting, hunting one of the early monsters of the game. PS5 isn't in, yeah. Yeah, they got it on PC and they got it on Xbox Series S or the Xbox Series console. Um, but other than that, you'd have to get it on PC, or PlayStation 5. I wish it was announced on the Switch too. I really, really do. So here we go. This right here, this is the Emerald Cave. This is wonderful little hangout spot. I love this spot right here. If you take a look, it's all blue, azure type colors and everything. This area is a perfectly secure area to have a base camp. And what that means is that no monsters will enter this area. So it is like a secure spot, one of the most secure spots on this map. Now, there are various locations or campsites where where you can set up a camp and the location will either be secure or it might not be as secure or it would be considered dangerous, you know. So let's go ahead over here and let's see what we can do. Here's another one. This is the groundwater vein. See, I know none of my live streams ever take me to that area hardly. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go check that out. I hope you all don't mind. So here we go. Take our time doing it. Enjoy the sights as we go. Hey Sparrow, it's good to see you. Glad that you could come out and watch. I'm just taking the viewers out for a sightseeing tour over in the plains. And then after that, I'm going to head out to the, after we do a little bit of a sightseeing tour in the plains, I'm going to see what monsters there are and then maybe head over to the forest area so that the viewers can see what the forest, what it looks like when you transition to the forest area from here. And then we'll do some hunting over in the forest. The forest is a beautiful place too, but take a look at this. Amazing. It's already nighttime out here too. Yeah, there are so many different areas, different little areas out here. There are underground caverns and different stuff that you can go to that you just never see while you're hunting these big monsters unless they happen to end up in there. In fact, the only time there's an underground cavern that we go to, and the only time that I've ever been in it is when we ended up hunting a monster in the main story, and that was it. Like this right here, this is an area that you don't really check out that often. Nice. These are the groundwater caverns, I think it's called. Just a really cool place. And here's one at my other camp. This camp is also considered a very secure camp because, as you can see, monsters don't have the ability to come through here. But you can set up a little small base of operations and head out from here. Look at this. This is like just amazing that you just don't see. Like these snow herbs. The only time you see a snow herb is either down here or over in the ice or over. No, they're called chill shrooms over there. But look at this. This is just amazing. Just an amazing looking place. And then right here, this is a fishing hole. A Wilkie gemstone. Just an amazing, just a really, really cool place and everything. Then you could go through here as well. And this is all part of just the underground caverns that you viewers never really get to see because we never really go through here. Oftentimes I just wonder, it's like you got all these nice little places and everything, and yet in the game you don't really get to encounter it or you don't really get to see it. And it just makes you wonder, like, okay, what was the purpose of it? Just for farming and gathering, I suppose. But it feels like there could be so much more that it could be done that could be done with it. And then as you come out, we end up over here in a bigger cavern. Now this is where a monster will usually show up. Is right here. Okay, let's go ahead and let's take away that part. Now I'm going to take everybody over to the oasis because the oasis is a pretty interesting campsite. So here we go. Take us to the oasis. Let's go this way. I want to go up this way. Look at that. Amazing. The way the sunlight comes in through there, or the starlight comes through there and everything. Just beautiful. There's a way down there, I think. Not really, there isn't. There's through here. You could gather mushrooms and everything through here. There we go. All right. Now, this area right here is a place that we usually do hunts at. Like, monsters will usually show up over here. And take a look at that arch. Remember that arch we saw earlier? We're very close to it now. These are what you call the dunes. And here we go. This is the Oasis campsite. This is one of the very, very first campsites that you actually end up at in the very beginning of the game. An incredible spot. The only thing is, I don't have a campsite set up here because it's not necessarily secure. The monsters end up destroying this place like all the time. Now, if you wanted to go down and you wanted to explore, there is a network of caverns right over here that you can run down into and that you can explore. So we'll go ahead and check that out real quick. And like I said, the place that you get that you the only place that you really the only time that you really go through here is when you're actually doing the story. It's just a trip. Oh, I gotta board my secret. Here we go. Oh no, we don't. I could just jump down right there. Hello. Perfect. Now,
We should
when
try to
we
avoid
hunt,
any hazards
there are
first.
certain monsters that we hunt that
It's all about being
in the
adaptable.
middle of the hunt during the main story, we actually end up down here in this area. It's a trip. Look at this. Just a series of caves that are like totally like, I mean, it looks really, really great. And yet at the same time, you're like, you just don't see it in the game that often. We just don't use it that often. It's just a trip. Here we go. This is Area 15. This is another this is another underground network, as always. Just a trip. Okay. So now that we've taken a look at that, let me look around and let me see if there is anything to hunt. Huh. What's up here? I don't know. That looks like that connects to something. That's another tunnel. What's that? Um, Balahara's. You saw a Balahara here? Let's see. What is there out here? I know. Look at that. There's nothing really out here. Nothing really out here at the moment. Let's see. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, so we got a tempered Quematrice here. Man, what's up with the Quematrices? I don't know. There's no monster over there. Let me take away that part. Nothing underground. Nothing overground at the top here. Ah, a Ceregios. No, I'm not gonna hunt a Ceregios. Sorry, Steve, we're not hunting you. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you all. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're feeling better, Tara. That's great. I'm very happy that you're feeling better. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you all the route on how we get to the forest from here, and this is through the storyline. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna just grab my little ride over here, and we're gonna head out. We won't go too fast though. So yeah, this is just a series of network of caves and everything. And there are other places on this map that, that that people just don't get to see because we're so focused on the hunt and everything. And there's nothing wrong with that, but every so often, I think it's just really, really good just to sit back and just try to admire the scenery. It kind of makes the game and the world come more to life. Like you got monsters over here, like they're just resting and sleeping. It's nighttime. You got the alpha male kind of guarding them. This one's a lone monster who's just running off. I don't know why, but they are. Lou, I
Seems to
hope
have
things are going
everything
well
left
with
at
you.
least behind.
So where I'm going to is in the beginning of the story, as we do a few hunts and we advance the storyline, we end up actually leaving this place. Now, this place is like the starting spot of the whole story from Monster Hunter Wilds. And then what happens is that we end up progressing the story and we end up going into another section which is called the forest. And we don't fast travel there. The way that we get there is that we do have to walk, and so the way we walk is we end up going and traveling along this route here. Hello, Ceregios. Goodbye, Ceregios. This is the only route known that is known to exit this map. So, okay, here we go. We got more docile type animals over here, and they're looking at me. Why are you looking at me weird? Tyr says, I was actually playing some Final Fantasy 14 a little bit ago. I decided to take. Okay, it's always good to take a breather, Tira. So this right here is the route that we take that helps us to the forest. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off, and I'm going to go ahead and take manual control here and take us over into the forest and everything. I hope you all aren't finding this boring. I know most of you would be, maybe you would prefer that I would be hunting something and everything. It's just that I just thought, you know what, for a change, I wanted to do something a little bit different other than just hunting all the time. So when I get to the forest camp, the base camp, I'll go ahead and I'll find an SOS that I can hunt and help some people out for a hunt. Then we'll go back and we'll check out the forest more. Does that sound good to everybody? I hope so. Yeah, so as we advance the storyline from the beginning, this is the route that we end up taking that leads us into the forest portion of this game, or the forest map. Let's just hope it's not raining. The forest always has this habit of raining all the time. I highly recommend that, if you're thinking about getting Monster Hunter Wilds, if you do get it on console, it runs very, very well. Um, on PC, it just depends on the type of PC that you have. And I think that, um, how can I put it? The newer your PC is, the newer your gaming PC is, I definitely, um, I definitely recommend that you have a gaming PC to run this because if you don't, you'll run into all kinds of issues because unfortunately Capcom hasn't done a whole lot to optimize the PC version. It is better. It does run better now, but man, when they first got this game, it was nuts. When I was playing this on my old gaming laptop, I had such massive frame rate issues that I couldn't even think about doing videos because it was just so bad. Okay, here we go. So see how everything changes. The weather, even the weather's changing. You notice that it's overcast now. And here we go. This is our entrance into the Scarlet Forest. Wow. Now, the way to the Scarlet Forest base camp is right through here. So I'm going to go ahead and giddy us up. Okay, here we go. We're here. And every one of you might kind of recognize this area, but this is the base camp that we end up at in the storyline for the Scarlet Force. So now that we're here and everything, let me go ahead and let me just make myself a quick meal, and then we're gonna go ahead and do an SOS hunt. I know that you all want me to hunt, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the hunt. Let's grill our favorite meal. This one. Enjoy the cutscene, folks. Okay, we're back. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's talk to Alma. But before I do, let me go ahead and replenish my items here. There we go. Items are replenished. Okay, let's talk to Alma. Okay, let's go ahead and find ourselves a flare. What do we got? Udra. We got the Monkey King in the basin. Is there anything in the forest? Huh. That's a trip. Nothing in the forest, mostly things in the plains. Huh. And this one's in the plains also. Okay, we'll do this one. Here we go. Hopefully they'll let me in. Join the quest. Hopefully. After this, we'll go ahead and we'll check out some of the forest after this hunt. Jira says my phone is lowish on charge, so I'm probably gonna call it plain tonight because I don't have an actual phone charger. Have to use my second switch charger. Oh, okay. Understandable. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go help this person. And I think we'll do a we'll start with a paralyzing arrow. I would love to show you all the basin, and I think I'll show you all the basin next time. You know, right now we'll go ahead and we're going to do the forest next and just check out the forest. Ah. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, he took off. All right. That was mean. Oh, oh, get out of there. There we go. Ugh. Move, move. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? We're just going to try to paralyze you, that's all. Okay, good job. Somebody mounted him. Nice. What is the basin? Well, as you can see, all of these maps have a representation of some form of element. The plains, are kind of like the plains, in Monster Hunter, and then you have the forest, which many times is usually like the flooded forest in Monster Hunter. Then you have this place, which is kind of like the flaming caverns in Monster Hunter. So it's like these maps are very, how can I say, they're all similar to each other. There we go. You're paralyzed. Time to poison you. Gonna keep poisoning you until you feel it, fella. There we go, he's poisoned. See all those 15s popping up? Yay! We got him poisoned. Okay, next I'm gonna try to put him to sleep. Up. What's that? The Scarlet Forest, very pretty. And yeah, yeah, the Scarlet Forest is very pretty. It kind of reminds me of the Flooded Forest in many ways. Okay, let's try to put this guy to sleep. Here we go. Oh. Keep moving. Keep moving. There we go. He's going to sleep. Yay! Okay, now we're going to switch to blast coating. All right, wake up. Oh, look at that. He was upset with me. Why am I set for large barrel bombs? It's not what I want to be. Let's just mega potion real quick. All right, there we go. Okay, blast. Blast coating, here we go. Now, blast coating is kind of difficult because the way you know that a blast has ignited on that monster is you'll see a bonus damage, uh, some bonus damage pop up. It'll say 150, but that doesn't happen very often. So you have to be very, very aware of when the blast damage occurs. Nope, don't see it yet. Keep on the lookout. Oh, I don't like how he's looking. I know, don't be looking at me. I'm not doing nothing to you. Oh. Here we go. There we go. Nice damage there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was a lot. Okay. Let's just move. Let's try not to cause too much trouble. Huh? Move. He's focused on me. Quick, around the other side. Okay, I think I did some blast damage and I just didn't see it. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to exhaust. Now, exhaust is super, super hard to figure. And my only tip off is something coming out of their mouth, or if they're just moving sluggishly, or they look like they're out of breath. That's my only tip off that they're exhausted. I wish that there was an icon that showed, hey, you're exhausted. But no, there is no icon that does that. I don't know why. There just isn't. But it's okay. We're just going to keep on doing this. We'll keep doing it until you get tired, fella. Like this right there, I would think he's exhausted, but I don't know. I don't know if he's stunned or if he's exhausted. I think he's just stunned. Okay, he's in shock here. Somebody just set up a shock. There you go. Great job, everyone. Okay. Well, that was intense. Well, let me just give him my handle, because I am the Azure Hawk after all. I think he was exhausted because you have a blunt user, or maybe he was already exhausted. I'm not sure. Well, we'll find out in a moment how many exhausts. This usually tells me how many times if it shows up as a status ailment. Okay, so ailment master 4. So I started off with paralyzation, and then I did poison, then I did sleep, and then I did blast. So I did not exhaust them yet. Now, if it had said 5, then I think the exhaust status ailment would be there. But because I only did it 4 times, I know that I didn't get the exhaust ailment in time. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Move on. Okay, so now we're back in the forest. So what I want to do is I want to show you all just some really cool places in the forest and everything. Hope y'all don't mind. Okay, so let's look around. Let me see if I can find some good spots. Well, let's see. one of the best spots in the forest is this area right here. Like, this is the spot. These are the spots right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start off over here with this. This is the hidden waterfall campsite. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to head over to that, but we're going to head there and we're going to take our time and just so that you all can enjoy the scenery and everything. Usually we're just running through here like it's nobody's business, you know? So this gives you all an opportunity to really just admire the forest and everything. It is a very, very beautiful forest. And it is teeming with all types of endemic life and just wildlife and everything. Kind of like rice drooling. Look at this. Look at this water. This water is like a purplish ebony, like an ebony color. At first I thought the water was polluted with something or if it was toxic. But no, it's not toxic. It's just that during a certain time of the day or a season in here, because there are different seasons in this game, this water looks like this. No, it's not during the plenty. Yeah, I'm not during the time of the plenty right now. Here we go. Check out these trees. These are monstrous. And the interesting part is that there are certain areas in here also where there are ruins and everything. You know, ruins from a prior civilization. You could tell that these ruins were like, you know, human made, you know? Because like, this is nice. This is really nice. Then looking over here to the right. Look at that. That is just, it's amazing looking. I think it's amazing looking. Look at that. Look at that little guy right there. That's a wedge beetle. What does it do? You get to hang on him, see? How many times do you get to do that? And I never get a chance to use, like, I don't really get a chance to use the wedge beetle for many things. Now, I'm sure like a lot of the ace type of hunters totally know how to use the wedge beetle in the middle of a battle, you know, and during certain situations. But I don't, unfortunately. Look at this. This place is beautiful. And I hope Capcom does stuff to really optimize it for PC so that it really does take advantage of the power of the PC and everything. But this place is beautiful. Now, if you take a look over here, see these things right here, that's man-made. That is not done by nature. You know, some sort of civilization was here. Now, the red color all washes away during the downpour. That's right. You're right, Tira. You know, that's what I like about, and then what's that? The water is like crystal clear. Yeah, that's right, Tira. It is. It's very crystal clear. Right over here, check this out. Look at this waterfall. Uh-oh. There's a Mizutsune here. Well, now that right there, I mean, that's a waterfall. I get it. But doesn't that look like it's man-made in a way too? That right there, that debris, definitely man-made. Let's move. I don't want to interrupt this Mizutsune. Here we go. Like all of this debris, like look at this. This is not nature. Definitely not nature. Definitely made by some kind of civilization. But it's beautiful, and I think we don't really get to go up here that often unless I happen to fast travel, you know? Here we go. Like nobody comes up here for anything. Not really. It's just part of a route. But it looks like amazing, you know? Look at that view over there. Look, here we
The
go.
terrain here looks like a
If I
maze of
remember correctly, look at
grass.
these. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, you can hide in these bushes. Like, you know, the interesting thing is that what is the purpose of hiding in these bushes? Monsters don't come up here. That's the interesting part. I often just wonder, like, what is the purpose of it if the monsters don't come up here? And if they do, they don't come here up here that often. That's for sure. Okay, there's a route. Looks like there's something over there to explore, like a route and everything. But we're trying to head up to this camp. Look at this. That's a nice little plateau right there. Look at that. Amazing. Wow. Whoop, where are we going? Look at that. Look right there. Now this is behind a small waterfall. And then right there, more ruins. Look at that. More ruins. And if you look carefully, you see bones. Those are bones from a very large monster. Okay? Those look like that looks like a rib cage. I'm sorry, but that looks like a rib cage of some sort. You know what I mean? And then right here, this is where you can also set up a campsite, a base of operations. Now, let's look at one more spot. I'm going to go up to one more spot, and that's this spot right here. This is the ruin. This is an interior of the ruins that are inside, like, they almost look like they're inside the waterfall. So we end up climbing up this way. Yeah, we're just going back the way we came. What a view, man. What a view. See, look at this. More man-made structures and ruins. Now, this place right here, a monster does reside. Monsters will reside over here, especially when they're trying to rest.
What do you think we'll find?
What do you think we'll find? I often wonder. Uh-oh. Hang on, I need to take off one of these. How many routes do I have here? I just want to make sure I don't have any routes on here that... No, I didn't do any other routes. Okay. I'm like, how come there are two routes? Okay. So this takes me up higher, like this, see? If you look there, that's where the Mizutsune was. And so this takes me inside a cavern right over here. And this is the cool part. As you walk through this cavern on clear days, you get to see what's out here. It overlooks that whole area where the waterfall is on clear days. It's really pretty. And this cavern is the camp. This is a secure camp. It's a very, very nice place. I figure in the forest when you're experiencing a lot of hot weather, this place is a really, really nice, cool place. And as you can see, this is
I'll put away the materials we found.
this is carved out. This is all huge. This is all civilization made. And there's a fishing hole. This is one of my favorite spots in the forest. Okay, let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and do a hunt. So let me go ahead. Let's see, what do we got? We got 52 minutes on the thing. Let me buff myself, and then we'll go ahead and we'll go talk to Alma, and we're gonna go ahead and do another hunt. Ancient civilization is technically confirmed. Thanks for letting me know, Tira. Tira is our Monster Hunter knowledge base. And Tira knows a lot about Monster Hunter, even the older games. You know, my history with Monster Hunter only goes as far back as Monster Hunter Tri for the Wii, and then Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate for the Wii U. That's as far back as it goes for me, at least. Then I got experience playing Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which was my favorite game on the 3DS. And then after that, it's Monster Hunter World, Monster Hunter Rise, and then right here, Monster Hunter Wilds. Okay, let's go ahead and let's see what flares we got here. No, we're not doing Ceregios. Not this time. Germination. What's this one? Zho Shia? Oh, this is at the shrine. Yeah, I'll go help with Zho Shia. Why not? Let's do it. Let's see. Tira says ancient cities confirmed in the game. It's the whole reason the Ebony Odogaron and the Fulgur Anjanath, I guess it is, are in the game. Ah, all right. All right.
But be careful.
Okay, here we go. On my way.
Something is definitely different from before. We should be careful.
Good to have you.
Oh, looks like we got another person. Victoria has joined. Okay, so we're gonna go paralyzation. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll do that, sure. We'll do status ailments for this monster. I ain't gonna do. I'm not gonna do damage just yet. Hello. Oh. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, here he comes. I don't know how I got through that mess. Yeah. Let's see, we'll do a range shot there. There we go. That was good. Hello, buddy. Huh. Stop moving, okay? Oh, okay, he's in that mode. All right, all right. We'll just destroy these wings here and... Yay, we've got a paralyzation. All right, let's go ahead and let's do some painting. Painting time. All right, now we'll go ahead and poison him next. Let's poison him. Whoa. We'll heal here. Thank you. Why are you looking this way? You're not supposed to be. Fine, let me just focus shot you. Boomer. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, in the face. Stay down. That's right, that's right. Good boy. Ooh, almost got nailed there. Let's just keep moving. There we go. Come on. There we go. He's poisoned. Okay, switching next to the sleep coat. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Whoa! Whoa! Easy, fella. Easy. Okay. Try to go to sleep. Try. Just try to go to sleep. Okay, he's doing that thing here. What's that? So she is technically the equal dragon weapon person in modern Monhun. Monhun. Oh, okay. I don't know what that means exactly. Tyr, you're going to have to give me a full detailed encyclopedia of references when it comes to Monster Hunter and its monsters. There we go. Down, inside. Here we go. Attack him. Excuse me. Whoa. We're still trying to put you to sleep, fella. Still trying. I don't know who he's firing at, but don't be firing at me. I'm not trying to do nothing but I'm just trying to get you to rest. You need a rest, buddy. Oh, good job. Wow, there's somebody named Sparrow. Now that's not Sparrow. That's not our Sparrow, is it? No, it's not our Sparrow. That is ironic, though. What a coincidence. Okay, he's asleep. Yay! All right, now we're going to switch to blast coating. Someone's going to attack him. I'm going to go ahead and do the paint. And he roared before I could complete it, like always. So let's get out of his way. Yeah, go right here. Oh my goodness, this is not good. Move, man, move. He's doing this. Ouch. Okay, okay. Heal. Nope, nope, nope. Heal. There we go. Okay, we're doing blast coating. Here we go. Here we go. That's a coincidence that somebody named Sparrow is in here. That's a wild coincidence. Oh, it is you, Sparrow. Oh, okay. I did not know it was you, dude. That is so funny. Well, glad you could join the live stream. Didn't even realize it, man. Hang on, Tira. I'm gonna read your knowledge base on Zho Shia or Zho Shia in a moment. Give me a moment. I'm a little bit distracted, as you can see. Okay, now we're switching to exhaust coating. Because he looks like is he exhausted? I don't know, but that looked interesting, to say the least. Okay, now he's got all this other stuff happening. All right, let's get out of there. We're about to get lightningized. Exploding ice cubes and all kinds of strange stuff. Oh, get out of the way! Move, move! Woo! Oh my gosh. Here he comes, run! Nice, I don't know why he's down like that, but let's just keep it that way. There you go. Good job knocking him down, folks. I'm trying to look at Tira's comment at the same time. It's like, don't do it, Yin-Wei. Don't do it. Just wait. Wait until the hunt is over. Take nothing for granted here. Stay out of the way. Move. Oh, move over here. Move over here. Okay. Great job breaking the tail, folks. That was cool. That was real cool. Love that. No, don't come to me. They're doing much more damage than I am. I'm not doing that much. I do believe I see something I can damage, though. Oh, move, move! I knew that was coming. Man, took me down. Okay, okay. Oof. Okay, okay. It's like that, huh? Let's just heal. There we go. All right. Great job, everyone. Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. So, I'm going to take you all to another one of my favorite spots before we end out the live stream and everything. So, Tira says, Zho Shia is from the White Fatalis and the Normal Fatalis. It's a descendant of the White Fatalis? Really? Nice. I guess there is a resemblance now that I think about it. Hey, Sparrow. Oh, nope. It's a mutant of the the Gamashon. Dalmatian? 101 Dalmatians? Okay. Close enough, right? But it is a mutant. Got it. Hit him where it hurts. 5 times. That's pretty cool. Nice buffs there, man. 18 buffs and heals, Sparrow. Victoria collected 5 times, 5 rare items. That's cool. It's a corruption of what a fatalis should be. Oh, really? Huh. Well, I expected more. Okay. Okay, so here we are. We're back at the forest. So let me show you all one of my favorite spots. Let's see if I can find it. It's up high. Huh. Wow. There's a tempered Rathalos there. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just hunt this tempered Rathalos as our finale. Begin the field survey. Okay, we'll do it now.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
And let me go ahead and buff real quick.
I have an update. We've been issued fresh supply items.
Then I'm gonna get ready to send an SOS. Here we go. SOS flare. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're not gonna go too fast here. Yeah, we'll move, but we're not gonna go that fast. There we go. Okay. Nice place. A nice place. All right. Well, so far, Alessa and Lackey are joining us. Alessa and Lackey. And whoever else may end up joining us. Slow down, Roadrunner. Looks like Sparrow's joining the session too. Cool. Yeah, I'm taking my sweet little time going there. I'm going to switch to my dragon bow since it does a little bit more damage. And I am up against a dragon, right? Go figure.
I put the materials I found in your field pouch.
Look at how thick, Tira, look how thick this jungle is, man. The thing is that even though it's thick, it doesn't feel as claustrophobic like Monster Hunter Worlds did for me. Monster Hunter Worlds felt very claustrophobic. Okay. All right. Hunt's beginning. Hello there, big guy, big girl, or big guy. Yes, yes. Roar, roar, roar. I know, I know. You always want to do that. I know. Great job, Sparrow. Ride that monster. Oh, I just walked into one of those healing things. Oops, didn't really need it. Yeah, you're roaring. You're roaring. Keep roaring. Oh, watch him. Watch him. Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Got a little greedy there on the damage. Move. Move. It's called booking, man. You should do it sometime, Yen Wei. There we go. Dragon Pierce. Wow. That was pretty good from long range. I wasn't expecting it that much. Whoa, what was that? What was that? You looked like you were flying away and then you turned around and just started shooting, huh? Okay. Okay, we got support hunter Homa joining us in a moment. Here he comes. I saw you. Huh. Okay, looks like Alessa's left because we have another random joining us. Coma. Nice. Ah, yes. Oh, man. Move, move. Move. He's on me. You are on me, buddy. Yes, I know you're angry. I get it. You're angry. I'd be angry too. I empathize with you. You know, you were just minding your own business, and then I decided to disrupt everything by hunting you. I know. Oh. Okay, get out of his way there. Here he comes again. Oh, my goodness. Here comes a... Oof, I dived right into that blast. Watch out! Okay, okay, okay. That's a lot of randomized shooting you've been doing there, Buster. Ouch. I felt that one. I'll probably feel that one in the morning. Lots of shooting going on there, buddy. Good job. He's on the ground. Dragon Pierce. Okay. Youch. Okay, felt that one. Oh, he's doing it again. He's flying around shooting all over the place. Great job. Okay. Boom. Nice. Nice. He's almost down. Nice work. That was great. That was great. Let's see. Tira said a lot here. Corruption, Fatalis should be. Yep, hence the reason Fatalis wiped out Wyveria and Shrade. Fatalis wiped out Shrade and Wyveria. Oh, really? So it was Fatalis that did. Okay, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Looks like looks like Fatalis has a way of getting around. Perfect. Okay. Okay, gang, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end out the live stream and everything. But so I just want to thank all of you for coming out and joining me and hanging out tonight. For Nylena, for Sparrow, Tira, Emmy Lou was out for a little bit there, and a few others. The rest of you. If you enjoyed the content, please join my community and subscribe to my channel, and also like the video if you liked it and everything. Um, Next week, I'm not sure yet about live streaming because it is Thanksgiving, and I know that a lot of events are going on. But if I do, you'll all get your notification on YouTube and everything if I do a live stream um, next Saturday. Okay? So you all take care. Thank you again for joining me, Tara. Thank you for the knowledge base on the history of Zho Shia or Zho Shia. And Sparrow, thanks a lot for hanging out and joining me for a few hunts. You all take care. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, okay? See you later. Bye, all.